my name is Jenny and I'm the Mind Body Coach, and today I'm going to take you through Surya Namaskar A and B, so the Sun Salutations. These are really fundamental to a lot of vinyasa classes, but they're very easy to do incorrectly, and we don't always get the time to have them broken down for us, so I'm going to take you through them really slowly. Classically we would do 5 of Surya Namaskar A, and 3 of B. So I will do that for you today. So you can play this video anytime, and then hopefully if you get to learn it, you can do it by yourself. It's meant to be a complete practice by itself, although I think having like a full flow or any kind of practice, adding in twists and things are quite important. But if you're short on time, this is perfect to do, especially in the morning, to wake you up and salute the sun. So I will show you it now. Before we get started, I'm just going to show you the hand position, downward facing dog, and the lowering your chest. So first of all, when we have our fingers on the mat, you want the first finger forward, and then imagine you're trying to pull your hands away. So we're trying to do that, but the hands stay fixed. So this is going to switch on the muscles in the arms. So you're planting your hands, first finger forward, and then the action of trying to pull the hands away from each other, and then squeezing the thumb and first finger together as well. So everything's really switched on. We're not just dumping into our wrists. You also want to think about lifting a little bit out of here, pressing down through your knuckles and pressing down to the fingers. This will really help to protect your wrists. So if you have your fingers forward, knees underneath hips, tuck your toes under. Then the action of pulling the hands away from each other, triceps draw back, lifting your hips up and pressing your chest towards your thighs. Your knees can be bent, and you're trying to press your chest back to open up through your shoulders, pulling in your rib zone. Just to check the distance of your downward facing dog, we tend to go a bit narrow. If you inhale to a plank, you should be in an absolute perfect plank position. Shoulders over wrists, and still that action of pressing into your fingers, lifting out of your wrists, and then just come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank, exhale to downward facing dog. Bending the knees if you need to. Now from here, wrapping around your upper arms, so your triceps draw back, pressing your chest back. This is external rotation through your shoulders, so we don't end up like this. We want to make space in our shoulders, not create more tension. So that is the action that we're doing. So coming into, so from your plank, downward facing dog, wrapping around. So bending, if you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. If your heels are down, and we're lifting our sitting bones to the ceiling, maybe pressing your heels down, engaging the ribs, and that is your downward facing dog. So we're going to come to a plank as you inhale and drop to the knees. So the mistake people tend to make is their elbows come to the side, or they're coming back. You actually want to keep your forearms vertical. Look forward where we want to go, and rather than just leaning forward, pull yourself forward. Still with that action of the hands, pulling them apart. So from here, pressing down through your fingers, elbows in, and then skimming the waist, pull yourself through all the way. Then you untuck the toes, draw your shoulders back for your baby cobra. So you can keep a bit of weight on your hands here, but you're strengthening your upper back. Then we tuck the toes back under, brace your stomach muscles so you don't go into your lower back, and press back up to our downward facing dog. So inhale to a plank. Exhale, drop to the knees and pull yourself forward, still squeezing with your fingers, elbows in, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale to baby cobra, pressing up through tabletop to downward facing dog. So those are the little moves that we're going to build on in Surya Namaskar A and B. So we're going to get started now. Coming to stand at the top of your mat, rooting down through your feet. You can have your feet slightly apart if it feels more comfortable, or bringing them together. So we're rooting down through our feet, engaging our quadriceps, and then pulling in our bandhas. Mula bandha, think pelvic floor, and uddiyana bandha are these muscles here. We also pull in our ribs to protect our lower back. Palms face forward, shoulders back and down, looking straight ahead. So you can close down your eyes for a few moments and just come to your breath. So a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, it's the ocean sound, so sound for closing your mouth. So you breathe in and out through the nose, but you're just restricting the back of the throat to create heat and prana within your body. So we're going to start off with Surya Namaskar A. So you inhale, lift the prayer up, look to your sun. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can have your legs bent here. Inhale, half lift, flat back. You look slightly forward. You want to lengthen through your spine. You might be on fingertips. It just depends on your back. Mine has a weird curve, so I always come up here. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back with the right and the left. So you're in a really strong plank, doming through your upper back, pressing through your heels, squeezing your glutes. Take an extra breath here. And then exhale, drop to the knees and pull your chest through. So you're coming down, elbows in, down, down, down. Inhale to baby cobra, untuck the toes, press down through the toes. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lifting back up to downward facing dog. Your knees can be bent here. You don't have to get your heels down. It's more about having a long back. Wrapping around your upper arms. Think about drawing your triceps backwards and pressing your chest towards your thighs. Looking to the toes or looking to the knees. Belling in, so engaging your bandhas. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward with the right. If your foot ends up here, just use your hand to help you. And left. Inhale, half lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, look to your thumb. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to go with the left. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, looking slightly forward. Exhale, step back, left and right. So you're in a high position. Take an extra breath. Exhale, drop to the knees and then pull your chest through, elbows in. Your forearms stay vertical. Untuck the toes, inhale to baby cobra. Tuck your toes under, exhale, pressing up onto the knees and then lifting into your downward facing dog. So if you've got a long back, you can work your heels down, but it really is about lengthening through your spine and broadening across your shoulders. So you're wrapping around your upper arm and pressing your chest back, so we're not here with our shoulders by our ears. Nice deep breath in and out through the nose. Ideally, you want your weight even between hands and feet. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, left and right. Again, always the option to use the hand to help you. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, look to the thumb. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale the full breath to lift the prayer. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, right and left. So nice strong plank, belly button in. So really pressing through your heels and active through your legs. Take an extra inhale. Exhale, drop to the knees and pull yourself through, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, pressing back through, tabletop, downward facing dog. Lifting your sitting bones to the ceiling. Lengthening back, pressing back and pulling your ribs in here. Nice deep breaths. Exhale through. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right and left. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, look to your thumb. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again on the left. So inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, left and right. Taking your extra breath. And then exhale, drop knees, chest and chin. Coming forward, forward, forward. Inhale to baby cobra. Elbows in again. Exhale, pressing back up. Downward facing dog. So again, really wrapping around your upper arm, pressing down through your fingers. So you're taking the weight out of your wrist. And just hold it here. Nice full deep breath in. And exhale, try to let go of any tension. Relaxing the neck. Maybe nod your head, shake it out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, left and right. Inhale, half lift, flat back, lengthen through your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, look to your thumb. Exhale, hands to heart center. So number 5, inhale, lifting up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, right and left. Take your breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, pressing back up to your downward facing dog, holding it here. Nice deep breath again. And again, you can bend the knees, press your chest back, lifting your sitting bones to the ceiling. Breathing down through your fingers to activate the arms, triceps draw back. Maybe closing down the eyes and just coming to your breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right and left. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Excellent. So that is the Sun Salutation 1A. We're going to go into B now. I'm going to take you through the variation is a high lunge. If you know how to do Warrior 1, then you can do it in a Warrior 1. So feet together, or again, you can have them slightly apart here. We're going to come into Utkatasana, which is chair pose. So choose your option. Inhale, sit back to Utkatasana, lengthening through your back, spine, lengthening. Should be able to lift your toes and see your toes over your knees. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back right and left, doing your high plank, nice and strong. Take a breath. Exhale, drop to the knees, come forward, forward, forward again. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, pressing through tabletop to downward facing dog. So this is where it's going to change. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step right foot between the hands. Again, use the hand if you need to. Rooting down to your feet now. Inhale, lifting up to your high lunge, strong back leg, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, place your hands either side of the foot. In, step back to a plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin again. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, pressing through tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step left foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting up to your Warrior 1, squeezing your glute on that back leg. Ribs pulled in. Exhale, step back to a plank. Taking that extra breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. We're going to hold it here for 5 breaths. So nice deep inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Nice full breath in. Exhale, letting go of tension. Again, shoulders away from your ears, wrapping around your arms. Exhale, 4. Again, you can have your knees bent, that's absolutely fine. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right and left. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we sit back to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. So we do that 2 more times. You see why it's a complete practice. Inhale to, I even messed it up then. Inhale to Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, right and left. Take that breath. Then exhale, knees, chest and chin, pulling yourself through. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step right foot between the hands, rooting down to your feet. Inhale to your high lunge, Warrior 1 variation. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, step back to a plank. Nice and strong again, hips down but nice straight line. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing. Back on the left. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step left foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting up. Front knee above the ankle. Exhale, step back to your plank. Taking a breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Again, lifting your sit bones to the ceiling, pressing down through your fingers, wrapping around your upper arm. So pulling in the ribs. So I know there's a lot to think about, but just try to just at least think about one thing and just working on that. So yoga is a constant work. You're always progressing. And that is where the joy comes. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right and left. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale to Tadasana. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale to Utkatasana, lengthening through your tailbone. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, right and left. Take a breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting up, warrior one. Exhale, step back to a plank. Taking your breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step left foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale to step back to a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin as ribs pulled in. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Filling up the lungs and exhale, letting go. Lifting up, if your heels are down, you can engage the quadriceps, lifting them up. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right and left. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to Utkatasana. Exhale to Tadasana. Excellent job, well done. So those are the Sun Salutations. Not easy, I know, but with time you get to feel more comfortable, you can bring your foot forward. It's a work in progress, and that's the joy of yoga. You can see yourself progressing. If you find it hard now, doesn't mean you will in a month, 2 months, so just keep going with it. It's meant to be a self-practice, and this is something that I didn't realise until I actually did my teacher training. And if you do this every day by yourself and then you learn to do it by yourself, you can really connect the movement with your breath. And yoga is this moving meditation. We use the poses to get into our bodies and to quieten down the mind. So if you can learn these sequences, it will be so good for you to connect and just be with your breath and let your own breath guide you rather than my timing. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, get practicing.